Good morning, guys. It's Sunday morning. Our last day here. I haven't actually done any shot from outside of our hotel room, but like our view is not the best, but you know, it is what it is. So we are leaving today. As I said before, Rob and I are not going to the con, but Liz and our other friend Jess, they left not too long ago because Jess has to do a photo shoot, and then Liz wanted to say goodbye to some people, but they already left the con, already got their bags and everything. And me and Robin are just here, just chilling until it's our time to go downstairs and check out. So, and while I do that, I might as well do a hotel room tour, which I haven't gotten a chance to do at all. So these are the beds with my jacket. The beds. This is the little nightstand table. TV. All my stuff right here. And then the bathroom. It kind of slides. This is a sliding door, which is kind of interesting. It's like very minimal. There's the bathroom. And there's the shower. Only a shower, not a bathtub. It would be nice to have a bathtub. It would have helped with our sore muscles, but it is what it is. We made the best of it. And then a toilet. There's more shelving underneath there. At least they had plenty of shelving. And mirror. I look like fucking. I look dead. That's what happens on Sunday, I suppose. This is a tiny, dinky little closet with the basics, so you can't really see it, but it's got your iron, it's got, you know, hangers and a safe and ice and cup. We didn't even use those. And another mirror and the door. I would say this hotel basically just has the bare minimum. It's very minimalistic. So I don't know. We're probably not going to book this place again. Because it's just like, it's not super close to the con, but it's not super far away. But the walk back and forth was kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, damn. And here's the desk. So yeah. That's the room. Not much really to it. So again, won't be really staying here again. So yeah, we have some time to check out. So I'm already dressed and ready, because we're going to the bus terminal, and maybe we're probably gonna get some lunch too. So I'm not putting on makeup or anything, and no cosplay, no nothing. So this is because we're just going home, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna be Ellie today, but we're not going to the con, so she's not gonna happen. Perhaps another time. Since I had all this time, I might as well talk about the train wreck that was the masquerade last night. Like, Jesus Christ, where did I even start? They had us line up like 2 hours for like 2 hours, which is fine, I guess, because like you get for the event you gotta line up. But like they could have at least started seating people like at least a half hour before the show was actually supposed to start. They pulled the same shit with the Monica Magica panel. Like, they had people, like, start lining up and seating in, like, close to 12, and that's when the show was actually supposed to start. And I'm like, guys, why aren't we giving ourselves a half hour to get people in and seated? See, Anime Boston does that. Like, they have a seating period, and so the other cons I've been to, they have a seating period. Like, why can't you follow suit? So we had to really wait for everybody to get in the room before the show actually could start. And I'm like, why didn't you? I mean, the earlier half an hour, like, would have helped you guys a lot. So the show starts, and they do the walk-on portion. And all the walk-ons, they do their thing. That was rather smooth for the most part. And then after that, there's only one Masters or Advanced category. There's only one person that was competing in that field, And I'm like, where's the others? I know that a lot of submissions were like turned down for this con. They had to reject a lot of people, but you know, it is what it is. But then the MCs just like come back and like they interrupt. They had us do like watch some stupid intermission video. Basically, that was supposed to be like that was supposed to buy the judges time to deliberate. And I'm like, don't they deliberate after the whole thing is over? Why are we deliberating now? I know they're the craftsmanship judges, but the thing is, normally craftsmanship judges and performance judges, they deliberate at the same time. So like, why are we intermissioning? It's too early, and the video I don't know, I didn't care for it, not my cup of tea. But I mentioned these MCs are YouTubers. Yeah, that's like, they're called Get in the Robot, and I'm like, you guys can't. You guys are YouTubers. You cannot host a masquerade. So after the intermission video is done, they come back on stage, and he's like apparently a comedian or something. He starts like spouting out some shit, and like people be yelling about like what he like they said what things he should do. I'm like, are we running the show or is he running the show? I kind of felt uncomfortable for him, honestly. I felt really uncomfortable for him because like it just a lot of this it was awful. Like I can't even describe it. And like I'm just like, stop wasting time and just get to the performances already. Like, why are we stalling for time? So after that bullshit's over, the performances finally begin, and yeah, this is when they really start fucking up before the band. I mean, I'll talk about we'll get to the Bang Dream part later, but the performances, at least, you know, the first part of it, it's rather smooth. Like things, you know, like you know, I think what I appreciate is that like after somebody's done, like the next person just goes right on. They don't wait like. They don't do an introduction like most cons do. They know they introduce them. It takes a few minutes to introduce the skit, but every skit, the person goes on stage, does their thing, then they get off stage, and the next person comes up. So it's like, it's very fast. But there's some pretty good skits, and there was like, I would say, if I have to say something positive, there was a good balance of idol performances and actual skits. Like there was a pretty good balance of the two. So anyway, when things started going down the shitter was when there was a little Sakura cosplayer with her, I don't know if they're her parents, they were cosplaying Wendy in the Shadow Car. They're doing a performance. They're like up on stage ready to go, and like they fucked up on the announcement. They said the Vocaloid skit before, and they looked all confused and lost, and the girl looked really embarrassed, and I felt so sorry for her because like that's not right. They should have had a paper with the exact list of every single contestant, had them lined up in order, so this wouldn't happen. I don't know what the hell was going on backstage, but whoever had made that decision needs to reevaluate what they've done. So finally, they get it right. They do their performance, and then they walk off, and then the Vocaloid people go on stage, and then after that, I think that's. For that masquerade itself, that was like the only fuck up they really did. But I think they did more, and I don't remember. But anyway, they did the Bang Dream. Now, the Bang Dream contest was handled so poorly. Oh my god, was it handled so poorly. So, they, at first it was like, you know, they were doing okay, and then they just slipped. Like, I think there was a Yukina cosplayer who was trying to. She was up on the stage ready to go, and they call her White Day Kaoru, and she just looks all confused and stuff, like she didn't know what to do. Same thing happened with the Sakura cosplay that I mentioned earlier. So they fix it, and then she goes up on stage, and then they say, "Oh, hey, that's it for the Benjamin mess." And then like there's still people need to be shown on stage, and I'm like, guys, where's your papers? We're not done yet. So they fix it. They just run back. The female MC just runs back on stage, runs back in the back of the stage. I don't know if she even apologized, but either way, they get the other contestants to go up on stage. I mean, some person wasn't even introduced. Like the actual Kaoru, they didn't even introduce them. They just walked on stage because they're just like, you know what? They paused. Like, if I don't walk on stage, nothing's gonna happen. So they did that, and then after the Bang Dream contest, the MCs come back again and spout some more shit at us. At this point, like, I couldn't even take it anymore. Like, after a while, I just, like, I don't even care about the winner. I don't really want to watch who wins or not. I can't do this. I had to leave. So, they didn't even apologize for the mix-up. They were like, oh, subscribe to our channel, subscribe, like our Instagram. Like, no, fuck you. Apologize to every single one of those Bang Dream cosplayers. I apologize to every single contestant for your mistakes. Like, that's not cool. They stressed out a ton to make their outfits. They stressed to even get in the masquerade in the first place, only to be treated like garbage. Seriously, what the actual shit is wrong with you? So, the guy next to me was just not having any of this shit. Like, I think he and I kind of bonded about that for a little. We were just, like, annoyed beyond fucking belief. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I didn't realize just how bad this masquerade was. I've heard stories, but like every single one of them are true. Like, Anime NYC masquerade is an absolute train wreck. But the Miku Ito performance was probably the best part of the entire thing. That's what everybody was really there for, because after she was done, a lot of people just left. They spared themselves. But I went to the masquerade to support a friend of mine, so like I got to see her, and she did great with her group. She's such a good dancer. They're all great dancers. They're so talented. So yeah, I think there's Susume Paradise. You've probably seen them in these vlogs somewhere. I don't know if I filmed at AAC this year. I don't know, because I don't remember if I did or not. If I didn't, okay, I didn't. So I think that's all the tea I had to spill about it, unless I'm forgetting something. Am I forgetting anything? But yeah, like, I think that this con needs to take notes from Anime Boston. I've been comparing this con to Anime Boston like all weekend. I can't help it. I guess I'm just that biased. But like Anime Boston, like at least they wouldn't pull this shit show. Anime Boston is flawed in some parts, but like at least it's got its shit together for the most part. At least they get people in the fucking room on time, start their show on time, not like mostly not bullshit around. Like, Anime Boston has like a ticketing system for the masquerade, so they know how many people they can fit in that big room. I mean, I'm telling you, that room is not very big. The main events room at this con is not that big. Anime Boston's like, looks ginormous. I think I said this before when I was talking about the Atlantis Matsuri. I probably was talking about it before. But yeah, I remember Robin. You tried to leave the con. You tried to leave the masquerade, and you wanted to get back in. They wouldn't even let you in because they
didn't tell me.
No.
They're like, you needed a pass, and they're like, you didn't know.
That was like.
I wasn't about to fight security. I wanted to because I wanted to see, my friend for the Bangdori contest.
Oh, was she the Kokoro in the?
She was Michelle.
They actually won.
I knew they were going to.
Yeah, it was no surprise at all that they won.
She worked so hard on that cosplay.
Yeah, she did, and then she had the guards. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that she had the people with the glasses in the background. Yeah, that was awesome.
All their friends. That was all their friends.
Yeah, despite it being a total train wreck, I could tell they were having a good time.
They were the guards. Like that was like, Kokoro's the black suits because.
Yeah, because in the game, Kokoro is rich, so she has people in black suits that just kind of do things for her. So if you have it,
they do.
And it's pretty funny. And I'm really happy that they actually had the people in the black suits back there. I thought that was a really nice touch. But aside, I don't understand why they were being so bitchy about letting people back into the room when like you saw them leave and they can come back.
I didn't get to see Idolized and thanks to them too. I missed Idolized's performance too.
Yeah, it's like why is it a problem to like not let you back in the room? The room wasn't even full.
Not really. Like as soon as Miku was done, people just bailed. I'm like, bye.
Yeah, we all knew why they were there.
Mhm.
There was a lot of Japanese people there at this con for obvious reasons. For Miku and for the Guilty Kiss and for the Atlantis, there's a lot of Japanese people in the house. So, I could tell, because they were crazy with the King Blades. They were just, like, swirling around. They were, like, really into it. It's like, holy shit. But anyway.
It's a fun show.
It was a really fun show. It was probably the best part of the entire masquerade was her performance. Everybody knew that was the highlight of the whole. That was probably the reason why a lot of people were even there in the first place. But, like, anyway, like, I remember Diet Shampoo, her vlogs, like, they bitched about, like, they were talking about the masquerade and how awful it was. And the fact that one of them tried to go to the bathroom and they couldn't get back in. And I'm like, they haven't changed one bit since last year. That's kind of a shame.
That happened to them too?
Yeah, like last year, she was talking about her vlog, like at the end of her last year's vlog, is that one of her friends had to use the bathroom and they couldn't even get back in because they're being stupid about it. At least at Anime Boston, if you use the bathroom, they'll let you back in.
Not, sometimes, if it's full, they'll tell you can't go back in.
Yeah, but because it's full, that's understandable. But if it's not full, and you go to the bathroom and come back, they don't give you a hassle at all. Why can't this con follow suit? Like, the room wasn't even full. Everybody, like, there was a lot of seats left. And it saw you come in. So I don't know what the fucking problem is. So, like, after Liz and I left, having none of the MC's shit, a lot of people followed suit. I saw a ton of people leave. Not too long after we did. No, they weren't having it either.
Fuckers.
I know. I don't even know if I even want to watch the masquerade next year. I probably don't. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I'm not gonna be swearing, but like,
it's okay. I swear all the
I
time.
had a mental breakdown. Like when I couldn't get back in.
No, that's not cool, folks.
No,
that's not cool. Not cool.
I was not happy. Like I'm like, I just wanted to do like Susume, and then after I wanted to go back in, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait till, and I'm like, oh wait, maybe they'll let me back in. I didn't realize they're not going to, and they didn't tell me I had to go get a pass.
They had a backstage pass?
No, they had bathroom passes that you're supposed to tell that you were going to the bathroom.
Wow, if only they had told us that like way ahead of time. That's so disorganized. Like that would have helped.
They didn't even like pay attention. I don't think they paid attention when I walked out.
They probably didn't.
No.
Like bathroom? Are you fucking serious?
Yep. No, you have to have. They had a box of passes.
That's ridiculous.
And then if you had to go, like they didn't tell you, man. Like
they should have communicated that they really should, because people can't like hold their. Some people, we can't hold, what we need to do back just for the sake of watching a performance. Like, you're gonna dirty up the seats. Nobody wants that. So, like, a lot of stupid choices were made. And if it does, hopefully they improve next year. But my hopes are kind of low at this point. But anyway, that's the tea that I have to spill about it. Yeah, total train wreck. Guys, get better at this, seriously. We're leaving New York. New York. See you next year.
I would still go. I would still go. I don't see you next year.
Okay, so I'm home. I really didn't film much of the bus ride and our arrival to Boston because, I was a little too tired, but it's been a long day, trust me. But the travel wasn't really that eventful anyway, so Anime NYC was a good time. A bit crazy, but it was a good time. Definitely a lot of anxiety-inducing for sure. As we're going to New York City for a con for the first time, and going to uncharted waters, and anxiety is going to pop up because there's a bit of mishaps. Like on Friday night, like someone pulled the fire alarm, and I was rushing to get out, and then Liz, Robin, and our friend Jess already went down because I was struggling to get some shoes I could slip on and wear, and then I can go down there, but they have already left, so I was by myself, so I had to go down the stairs because I thought, like, oh shit, there's a real fire, so. But luckily it was a false alarm, somebody just pulled a fire alarm, but that was very anxiety-inducing. So, it was anxiety-inducing walking in cosplay around the area for the first time. Yeah, despite that, the con itself was amazing, aside from a few mishaps, but we met a lot of awesome people. We've seen Guilty Kiss, saw Zach, we saw True, we saw Jam Project, and we didn't know at the time, but we were pretty close to Risa, which is the voice of Daya. Daya was right near us, because we were in the B section, which is kind of at all the way the far right of the room. There's a little bit of a balcony, a little tiny balcony on the top of it, and Risa was right there walking back and forth in the balcony. Like, Jess, we had no idea, like, Jess and Liz and I, we had no idea that she was so close to us until somebody confirmed that she was up there on the balcony, because she was DJing for the Love Live after party that was last night. But holy shit, like, what were the odds of that happening? That's crazy. So yeah, we got to see 3 amazing musicians. This is Miku Ito, the voice of Kokoro. We got to see her performance. We got to see the voice of Aoki Yuki, which is the voice of Monica and Evie, and a few other roles. And we saw the president of Shaft. And we saw one of the designers, another guy who works for Shaft, like the animation director. I forgot what he was, but either way, we met some amazing people in one weekend. That is crazy, if you ask me. And I met a few awesome people. You know, all fellow Congoers. I met some pretty awesome people. I showed her in the vlog earlier. I finally got to meet Mayo Tashi, or Tashi, depending on if you want to, like, depending, I mean, she gets called Tashi, but I call her Mayo Tashi because that's her Instagram handle. So I really got to meet her, and I had a good conversation with her, so she was really sweet. Sadly, I didn't get to meet Diet Shampoo. Well, I mean, I could have, but I didn't have the courage to go up and talk to her. But I did see her, because I watched Tashi and Faye's performance. I have it in the vlog. We did Autumn. Doing Autumn finally was really fun, because we've been wanting to do Autumn for a long, long time, and then finally doing it was amazing. It was really, really great. We got like a mini group, but it was still fun to do. I was happy that we got a good amount of people, because getting a Love Live group is pretty difficult, because people like to ghost. They love to ghost people, and it's just not fair. But I was happy with the amount of people we had for our group. Like, it was great that we finally got to do it, and I had to fix the costume a bit, but I'm glad I got to debut it and wear it to this con. And then being Yoshiko again after 3 years, I finally did her justice and got a better wig, and it looks much, much better than the old one. And wearing the simple Guilty Kiss outfits was a lot of fun. And the concert was a blast, as I said earlier. And I definitely want to cosplay Yoshiko more in the future. So you'll be seeing more of her. Don't you worry. We plan on going back next year. But we're going to change a few things. Like, we're going to stay at a hotel closer to the convention, not as far. I mean, it seemed close on the map, but actually walking near cities, it actually was a lot further than we thought it was going to be. And walking back and forth got tiring real fast. So that hotel, we're not staying there again. We're going to try to get somewhere closer to the con. And we're probably going to have 5 people, because I know our friend Christine might try to go, hopefully, if it works out for her, but we do have plans of him returning. I had to get a better luggage, because I am not doing the duffel bag in the small luggage. I can't do it. I can't. It was really, I pushed through it, but I really don't want to do it again. I need to invest in a bigger luggage, because I can't, I don't want to, fall behind because of the pain in the ass, but I managed, and that's all. Everything's in one piece, and that's all that matters. But still, I can't do it again. I absolutely can't. And then we're probably not going to take the bus back, because that was a disaster. Our bus was a few minutes late. I mean, the 12:30 bus, those people got screwed, because they were waiting for more than a half hour, and their bus was late. So we were lucky we didn't get that early bus, but still. But as a result, the thing was a huge mess. I was about to vlog it, but by the time I pulled my camera out, they were announcing people were going to board, so I didn't have time to vlog the bus terminal. So, but it was a mess. It was a disaster, and I'd rather not deal with that again. So we're going to take the Amtrak or a train next time. Or hell, even maybe we can have Alex join us next year, because I know the honeycomb, or that's what's called the vessel, but we're calling it the honeycomb. I'm sure he'd love to climb that thing because of his obsession with climbing towers. So maybe we can have him join us, and maybe we can just drive to a Metro North station to save the trouble. Who knows? Honestly, we have more than a year to plan this out. I mean, the con isn't going to happen until November 20th to November 23rd, I think. But we have time to plan it. And I brought Kyoko home. Yeah, her and I bought it yesterday. Isn't she cute? Yeah. I brought her home with me. So, I think that is all I have to say about Anime NYC. It was a fantastic con. There were a little bit of mishaps, but overall we had a great time. And we'll definitely come back. So, I think I'm actually going to do a haul video for this time because I bought a lot of crap. So, until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.